Next we will see the concept of, first we will see about the QlikView folder structure. What is QlikView folder structure, and after that we will follow with QlikView data modeling concepts. QlikView folder structure and QlikView data modeling concepts, this we will see. First we will see about the QlikView folder structure. So what is this QlikView folder structure means, whenever if you are working on any QlikView projects, we will maintain one folder structure like this. So if you can see here, I am having this kind of folder structure in my system. So these are the folders. So what and all folders will be there in the folder structure means, first one is folder structure. So we have applications folder. So where we will keep our finally developed .qw files will be there in this folder. Next one is, we call it as data load folder. So here also some .qw files will be there. So what are the difference between those .qw files and all, we'll see. And another one is about this include file. For hiding the script, we will use this include structure, hiding script. And next one is about the documentation folder. So where you keep all the project related documents, we will keep in this one. Next one is about the script folder, manual files. Next one we can say it as manual files folder. Next one is about the manual file scripts folder and QED folder. So what these manual files will contain means, all your project specific Excel files whichever you are using, those will be there in this Excel files. Any flat files like text files, all will be there in this manual files folder. Scripts means all your .qvs files will be there in the scripts folder, .qvs. And what is this QED means, nothing but your, we can say it as QlikView data store. Nothing but all your QED files will be saved in this QED folder. Like this kind of folder structure we maintain. So here this data load folder is optional, so that depends upon the different domains you are working. Application include documentation, manual files, scripts and QED. These folders are compulsory. This kind of folder structure will be there in any of the projects. Suppose if you can see the one of our folder structure, how it looks. So this is the main source folder. Under that folder we are having many folder structure like this. So I will move to some particular folder called a harmony folder. Under this folders I am having many folders like this. So you have view specifications, task tracking, static application. These folders are not important. So application folder, documentation, include, manual files and QED scripts. So these are the important folders everywhere you will be having. So if you can see under that folders, you will have all the .qw files in applications folder, script files here, and manual files folder you will have Excel files. So here you will have Excel files. So here have that in the QED files, scripts folder you will have the scripts, and in SQL files, this kind of all the files you will be maintain like this kind of folder structure here. So this is about the folder structure and how you maintain the folder structure. So next we will see about our QlikView data modeling concepts. QlikView data modeling. So whenever if you say modeling means, here also we can use either star schema model or snowflake schema model for building your dashboard. Star schema or snowflake schema model. So either any of this dimension model you will follow and build your data model, star or snowflake schema. So here whenever if you start building any QlikView data model, you will be having many challenges while building the data model. So those challenges we will see, and how we will implement those we will see. So QlikView data modeling typical challenges you will be seeing. So what kind of challenges you will face in a QlikView data modeling means QlikView data modeling important concepts. So you can say it as a typical challenges of a QlikView data modeling. So what typical challenges means, first one is you will get the synthetic keys, and next one is circular loops. So these two are the typical challenges you will be facing when you are building either chart schema model or snowflake schema model in QlikView. So what is this synthetic keys, what is circular loops means? Synthetic keys means if you load two tables, so I am having sales table and budget table. If I load these two tables, here year, month and customer number, year, month and customer number is the same. So if you have more than one common column between the two tables, then QlikView will automatically generate one synthetic table like this. One separate table will be formed. So when it will be formed means whenever if you load two tables, if there is more than one common column, QlikView will generate the synthetic keys separate table like that. Means you are getting one more table into your data model. So automatically if you get one more table means again your loading will become still more and your dashboard or your report performance will be very less. So you need to remove these synthetic keys whenever if you load the tables and whenever you get extra table. So how you remove the synthetic keys means, for removing the synthetic keys we have around 6 methods are there. So again in that 6 methods we may be using only some 3-4 methods mainly. Why I will tell you in the while seeing the example. The first methods are join method, composite key method, composite key, next one is concatenation method, and again in concatenation we have auto concatenation. Forced and no concatenation. Next method is link table, and next one is rename, and next one is qualify and unqualify, and unqualify method. So these are the different methods for removing the synthetic keys, these 6 methods. So out of this we mainly use this concatenation, link table or rename or qualify method. So again based on the different scenarios we will use the different methods like link table or rename and all. So that scenarios we'll see when we are building one data model. This is about the synthetic keys, how you will get and how you will remove. Next typical challenges is circular loops we will get. So what is this circular loops means? Whenever if you load two or more tables, so if there is a closed loops in QlikView, you will automatically get the circular loops. What is this closed loop structure means? So if you can see these tables here, I have orders table and shippers table and customers table. So orders table is linking to the shippers table on the shipper ID, and again shippers table is linking to the customer table on company name, and customer table is again linking to the orders table like this on the customer ID. So automatically here it is forming one closed loop, circular, or we can say it as a closed kind of loop. So whenever if you get that closed loop in QlikView, you will get one error and you will get some dotted lines in the QlikView data modeling. So you must eliminate these circular loops in your data model. So how you can eliminate means you have two methods for removing the circular loops. First is alias method, or next one is remove method. Alias means, suppose if you see in your existing tables here, company name is the another column which is generating the circular loops here. So here I can rename the company name. If I require the company name column from customers table, means here I can rename company name to some other name and I can remove the circular loops. If I don't want company name, means I can directly remove here the company name column itself. I can remove from the table and I can remove the circular loops. Like that I will remove these circular loops. So now just we have seen about this concept here. Now we will see with example how we will be removing the synthetic keys and how we will be removing the circular loops. If you see with example, you will get a clear idea how it will be forming and how we will be removed. For that I am taking one new QlikView application and I will tell you what is synthetic keys, how we will get and how we will remove. So first I am loading the sales table and budget table. So in order to load Excel files, go to sales and budget. So select here sales column and embedded labels, next, and click on finish. So this is my sales related table. Click on save, and so I will save with some name and reload. So your sales table is loaded. So next I need to load the budget table. So you come here and from here onwards load the budget table. So name it as budget, save it and reload it. Okay. So this, if you see here, automatically you got one synthetic table here like this. So this is the sales table and this is the budget table here. You got here one more table called as synthetic table, one extra table. So in the table you will have only the common columns between the two tables. So I am having year, month and customer common columns. In sales table and budget table, this is the synthetic key. So you are again one more extra table is coming here. So this you need to eliminate here. So how you can eliminate this synthetic key means by using any of these methods, like 6 methods. So first we might not be using join or composite key, but you must know how to remove this by using the join method. If you use join method means, so how to use means just give here join keyword and save and reload. So automatically it will be synthetic key will be removed. That is with join method. So why we are not using the join method mainly means, suppose see here, now my data is like this. It is showing me 4 rows. Suppose if I am using left to join or right join in my table means automatically the number of rows will be very reduced in my front end. So you might be missing some data. So that's why we are not preferable in using the join method for removing the synthetic keys. Next is the concatenation method. Next one is about the composite key method. Composite key. Composite key method. So now again I will load the 2 tables. So in QlikView, if you don't want to load any tables means you can select it and you can comment those tables. So I am commenting it like this. So these tables will not run. Click on reload. So if you can see your data model, again you got the synthetic keys. So how you will remove with composite key means, if you see composite key means nothing but combining one or more columns and creating one key. So combining. So I will combine the common columns and I will create one key. Month and customer as some sales key like this. So if I remove from if I again reload, I will get again synthetic key. So what I will do means I will remove year, month and customer from the second table, and in order to link these two tables, I will take this sales key into the second table like this. Okay, so I will take this key into the second table. So select it, and give here something, save and reload. So here also your synthetic key will be removed, but you will be again losing some data here. So that's why composite key also not mainly used method. Next we will see about the concatenation method. So this method you might be using in some scenarios. So how means I will load this again, these tables, cancel it. So you can add tabs here. So how we use with synthetic key means, so you can again load it, and you can see this again you got the synthetic key. So how you will remove with the help of this concatenation method means, so again I told in concatenation you have forced and auto and no concatenation. So forced means you need to give forcefully the concatenation keyword between the two tables. We have one keyword called as concatenation keyword. If you give that keyword, if you save and reload, automatically your synthetic key will be removed. That is forced, means you are forcefully giving the concatenation keyword. Auto concatenation means making the same number of columns between the two tables. Then automatically your synthetic key will be removed. Suppose, see, I will remove this concatenation, again save and reload my dashboard. So again I got synthetic key. So how I will remove means by using here one for auto concatenation, making the same number of columns. So in the above table I don't have budget column, here I don't have the sales column. So I will add here budget, and here I will add here sales column. Okay, so directly you cannot add, you can make it as 0 as budget dummy column and some null as some sales, 0 as sales column, and you can save it and reload it. So here both the tables have same number of columns, same number, same names. Automatically if you load, your synthetic key will be removed. And again when you use auto concatenation and forced concatenation means here, and first of all when we use concatenation method for removing the synthetic key means whenever if you have two fact tables, so here sales and budget, suppose these two are fact tables means normally we combine the fact tables and we will have only one fact table. So in order to come, if you have two fact tables with common columns, more than one common column, so better use the concatenation method and remove the synthetic keys, because we need to combine the fact tables. Because if you use concatenation, two tables will be merged into one table. So this, in this scenario we will use the concatenation method. And again when we use forced and auto means in the above table if there are more number of columns, like here only 5 columns are there, if more number of columns are there means better to use concatenation keyword because it will automatically remove. If less number of columns are there means better go for auto concatenation. Like that we will decide and we will use this concatenation. And finally no concatenation means, so after loading it, if I don't want to combine the two tables and again I want to split the two tables, and means I can use here no concatenation, click on save and reload. So again it will split the tables and again it will show me the synthetic key. So whenever if you want to distribute the two tables again, we normally use here no concatenation keyword. Next we will see the link table method. So link table is the main method you will be using here for removing the synthetic keys. So this is some process kind of you need to do. Composite keys you need to generate and you need to remove. So how we will be removing synthetic keys means, so this is my uncomment, this is my again my source data, loaded sales and budget table, and I am having this synthetic keys. So how you remove with this concatenation keyword, this link table method means, okay, So first what you need to do means you can add one more tab or same tab, and in the tab you need to take whatever are the common columns from both the tables. So from sales table what and all are common, and budget table what and all are common, that you need to take here. Only common column. So here sales is not there, so that's why I am removing here. So here budget is not there, I am doing. So what you need to do, so if you see here you got year, month and customer from sales, year, month and customer from budget table here. So now you will have one link table here. So from this you need to get the sales table and budget table. So what I will do means this table I will rename it as link table, this table, because you are linking it. I will remove this one. So now I will save and reload it. So you need to remove the synthetic keys, so and you need to get the data. So how we do here is, so first you need to, if you want to link this table to this script means you need to create one composite key, then only you can link these two tables. So for that whatever common columns I use here, year and month and customer as sales key, and I will delete this, and here also I will use here year, month, and here I will create one more key called as budget key. So why I am removing year, month and customer means I am already having year, month and customer in this table, in this process table. So that's why I don't require here in this year, month and customer. Okay, so now in order to link this sales table and budget table to this link table, you need to have the common column. So that's why I am copying this sales key into a sales table and budget key into the budget table, like this. Now click on save. If you reload it again you will get the synthetic key here, because year, month and customer is common. So here you can use auto or forced concatenation and you can remove. So as there are many less number of columns, I will use here auto concatenation and I will remove the synthetic keys. Now save and reload. Now if you see here you got all the data here, exact data. If you see your data model, this is the link table, central link table, which is connected to the sales table and budget table, and you are getting all the data. So here you have already year, month and customer data, and this sales key and budget keys are linking to the budget table and sales table for getting this budget value and sales value. So like this link table method you will use mainly and removing the synthetic keys. Why we mainly use means here we are not losing any data, all the data from the two tables you are getting here. This is how we will use the link table method. Next method is rename method. Normally rename method you might not be using for this scenario. Another scenario will be there where you will be using the rename method. I will tell that later. So I will now tell how to use rename method, means just renaming the columns and you can remove the synthetic keys. Comment here. So year, month and customer is common. You can rename any table here. Suppose I rename here to month 1 and this one as customer 1. And you can remove the synthetic keys by using the rename method by renaming any number of columns. I need to comment the script here, the below script. So this table is not required now, this method. So this is rename method, how you will use and how you will remove the synthetic keys. So qualify unqualify method. Next we will see one data model. There we will see how to use this qualify or unqualify method. Later we will see. Next we will see about this, the next concept called as what is circular loops and how we get circular loops and how we will remove here. So that script I will load. So I will take here, going to table files. I am having some ordered details table, customer table and order inventory table. I am loading it. First one is order details table. Loaded it. load it and rename it to order details. Save and reload. Next one is customer table is there. Customers, customer ID, so if you can see here, both the tables are renamed on them one ID. Now I will load one more table here called as order header table, and you will see I will get the circular loops. Go to table files, order header table, next one, finish, order header, save and reload. So if you see here, you got one error here, one or more loops can be detected. This is nothing but your circular loops. If you get circular loop only, you will get this kind of error. So if you see your data model, you got this circular loops, and automatically it is showing in the dotted lines like this. Nothing but you got circular loop. So why you got here is, first you have loaded the order details table. It is linking to the customer table on ID, and again you have, after loading this customer table, you have loaded the order header table. So again it is linking to the table on this customer ID and order ID. So what you can do means, in order to again this order header is linking to the order details table on order ID. So this order ID field, if you require, means you can rename it and you can remove the circular loops. If it is not required, means you can remove. Suppose I require that field, means I can rename this order ID as order of some value or something like that, and reload it. So now my circular loop will be removed and I can load the data. If you are not requiring that column, means instead of renaming it, you can directly remove from the script. So you can delete it from the script, you can save and reload it, and you can remove the circular loops. So this is how you get the circular loops and how we'll remove the circular loops in QlikView. So this is about this QlikView folder structure and QlikView data modeling concepts, and what kind of challenges you are facing in QlikView data modeling.